This podcast contains themes that are unsuitable for younger listeners and parental guidance is advised.
We've got to keep moving or they get us! These weapons are shit! Now we've got to rescue Josh. Now come you took my child.
It's now 30 years. We made a beeline for the Hyperlight Gate and engaged the hyperdrive and went straight through. The Hyperlight Gate would take us towards the central hub. That was the space station that I first met Anna and Chi-Chi, along with the youthed up old man. We engaged the hyperdrive and went through. We were followed by God knows how many Anunnaki spacecraft. I was firing as many weapons as I physically could, jumping from port to starboard aft because we're being chased. I was giving them everything I could. The old man went from the forward guns right down to the aft guns to give us a hand. Chi-Chi seemed to be okay, and Josh moved up front. Not that he could do much or anything, we just needed the seat back on the aft. We're pelting and peppering the incoming spacecraft as best we could, and it'll take at least half an hour to get to the central hub station. We just hope that our hyperdrive would still continue to operate till then. Damage control computer was bleeping heavily, and Chi-Chi lost her temper with it and put her fist right through that circuit. Stopped beeping after that. The screen was just flashing red. Every graphical representation of the spacecraft was just now full of red lines, dots and flashing, and it was constantly flashing. We were fucked. The hyperdrive, it started to shudder. Oh shit, said Chi-Chi. We're done for. We're going to drop out of hyperspace any moment now. The hyperdrive's dead. It's gone, and we're just going through inertia. Yeah, but doesn't the hyperlight portal keep us carrying? It does in theory, said Chi-Chi. In theory, yes. But with all this weapon fire, I think we're destabilising the corridor effect that it's having, so we're probably going to drop out very shortly. Oh, fuck, said the old man. Right, everyone, get ready to get boarded. They're going to get us, aren't they? Chi-Chi looked at me. Yeah. Once the hyperlight corridor is destabilised, they are going to try and board us. What gives you that impression, said Josh. We're the most wanted people in the galaxy at the moment, said Chi-Chi. And we just escaped from the Biru, and no one does that. No one does that. The Emperor is going to want us all alive. Oh, said Josh. Well, I ain't going back. Well, that's good to know, said the old man. Good. Don't forget to use Henry's mace. They don't have beaming technology that works here, do they? Chi-Chi turned around and said, no, they don't. They don't. All they can do is beam from one place to another on the planet. But for some reason, they've not developed it for moving through space. There's only one group of people that knows how to do that. And we met them not so long ago. The Greys, I said. Yes, said Chi-Chi, only the Greys know how to do that. Okay, right, well, that's one advantage, said the old man. They're going to have to fucking dock with us, and then we'll just bottleneck them at the hatch. That's all well and good, said Chi-Chi, but that's not to say that they might just leech onto us from different angles and just cut their way through. Oh, can they do that? Well, this ship's got that capability, so hopefully they're stupid enough to just use the airlocks, said Chi-Chi. Right, I see. Right, we're losing speed. Yep, the corridor's collapsing. Right, stand by everybody, stand by. It ain't going to be long. I picked up a laser gun for both of my hands, as did the old man and as did Chi-Chi. We didn't want Anna to be all on her own, so we moved her into the cockpit. So that would be our last stand. There was no going further on the ship. We were at the furthest point forward, and we had to hold our ground. Anna had 2 guns. So did Chi-Chi, so did myself and the old man, and Josh had my beautiful fucking mace. Okay, right, guys, we've all got shields apart from Josh, so let's form a line. So surround Josh and let's see what we can do, yeah? How long are these shield generators going to hold? I said. Chi-Chi looked. Well, I've never seen one fully depleted before. I know, I said. I've had these tested on me before, and they fired off loads of rounds before they gave up. We should be fine, I said. Chi-Chi looked at me, caught me a look. Well, until all the ricochets blow holes in that what's left of our spaceship. Oh, I said, that's not good. No, it's not good. And I don't think these shields will be able to plug any gaps. They're not designed to do that. Why not? I said. Because this isn't Star Trek, she said. You can't modify the shield to do that. That's only science fiction. How the hell do you know stuff like this? You know, Star Trek, I said. She smiled. That's one of the first TV shows that we managed to start watching on our home world when the Anunnaki brought it over. Oh, great. Have you seen all of them? I said. Chi smiled. I've seen enough. The computer console started bleeping hard and fast. The sound was near enough deafening, and Chi once again punched the computer and it stopped. The spacecraft juddered. We heard this real weird, eerie metal grinding noise, and there we were, getting ready for battle. I sat down on the floor in the middle of the cockpit, as did the old man. We had our shields engaged. Chi joined me on the other side. All shields covered the breadth of the cockpit, and both Josh and Anna just sat together, and Anna's shield covered both of them. Right, as soon as that door opens, doesn't matter who it is, you just fire, said the old man. Oh, don't worry, mate. Don't worry. I'm going to be unloading. Unload one pistol, then the next, whilst the other one's recharging. That's fine. One onto the other. That's all we need to do. One onto the other. We all looked at each other. Yeah, well, that's a bit fucking self-explanatory, isn't it? Said Chi. Yeah, I suppose so. Here they come. The bodies kept hitting the floor, and shit, that was a lot of bodies. They just came through and fell. They came through and fell constantly. At this point, now there's a bit of a barrier between us and them with dead bodies. Wow, let's move forward, shall we, and claim this part of the room. We've not only got a human shield, I say human shield, a dead body shield, but we've also got our shields. That's good. That's good. We moved towards the door, and our shields just covered the door, and both myself and the old man rested up against this pile of dead bodies. Oh, that's nice, that is. Look at that. Look at what I said. I've got all these dead eyes just looking at me whilst I'm resting my gun on them. Yeah, well, that's amazing though. It's not often that the dead get to see up your nose. Oh, pretty fucking funny, I said. Right, here they come. There's the next wave of them, and we open fire again. It was going well, and all these bodies were starting to pile up in the next compartment. Then all of a sudden, a device was thrown in. It bounced along the middle section of the ship, and then rolled over to our dead body wall, and it emitted a big old light and a real weird, near inaudible sound. And after that happened, our shields collapsed. The fuck was that? I said. I don't know, I've not seen this before, said Chi. Have you seen it? No, said the old man. Anna, you seen that? No. All our shields are stopped working. Oh fuck. Oh fuck indeed. They've got us. They must have developed a technology to counteract their own shields. Oh great, I said. Absolutely fucking great. Here's the next wave, guys. Let's just sit behind this fucking body pile and hope that we don't get blasted. I said the old man, let's fucking do it. So we carried on firing, and this time we just kept having to keep our heads down. Yeah, okay, down, next batch, fired more, and this time around it took a little bit more skill. At one point, I just narrowly missed getting shot in the head. I could smell my hair getting singed. Shit, that was fucking close, I said. Oh great, and now I need a new fucking haircut. I mean, look at that. That's fucking, there's a big fucking streak in my hair. Don't be such a vain cunt, said Chi. Vain cunt? Oh, you're starting to use some interesting language there, sweetheart, I said. Chi's like, just shut up and concentrate on killing people. Well, yeah, I mean, that is my favourite hobby. Here, look out. The Anunnaki's guns fell silent. There wasn't another wave of troops. I think they got fed up with a lot of their men just hitting the floor like a sack of shit and dying. Wow, this is going to be interesting. What do you reckon's going on now? I said. Fuck knows, said the old man. Well, let's just wait. Not much else they can do apart from coming in here to die. It's a bottleneck. Then a message started to play on the sound system in the cockpit. It overrode itself. Okay, this is your last chance to surrender. We have been given orders now to destroy your ship. We want no more loss of our life, and we know that you don't want to die. Surrender now, or die. You have 2 minutes to comply. Oh, that's polite then. 2 minutes to comply, I said. Right, well, we're fucked. All our weapons are fucked. The spaceship's fucked. And now there's no way out. What do you guys want to do? Let's go out with a big bang, said the old man. Anna's like, yeah, we'll do that. I'm happy for that. Chi-Chi was like, Henry, I love you. I love you too, sweetheart, I said. Let's do it. Chi-Chi went over to the main computer console and started entering codes that I didn't know existed.
Auto-destruct initiated,
said the computer.
You now have 1 minute to abandon ship.
We're not abandoning anything, are we? No, said Chi-Chi, because they just shoot our escape pods down. We just take them all out, and that's all we can do. That's all we can do. It's been nice knowing you, I said to Chi-Chi. It's been real nice knowing you. I've fallen for you, I said. I really have fallen for you, and I wish we had a different life together. So do I, said Chi-Chi, and we embraced in one big kiss. And the old man was like, get a fucking room. Josh was like, get a room. I don't want to die looking at you guys getting off and there's no one for me. Oh, nice one, Josh, I said. Had to go and ruin my moment, didn't you? Oh, don't worry about that. There'll be plenty more moments in the future. Plenty more moments, I said. We're about to fucking die. I know. I just want to be the optimist in this. The computer started bleeping.
Warning, incoming vessels.
What, more Anunnaki people? I said, fucking hell, that's great. More Anunnaki to die. No, said Chi-Chi, that's not Anunnaki. What? There's a big armada of ships. These ships we've seen before. It was an armada of the Greys. What the fuck is going on here? And they opened fire, but we were not the target. Every single Anunnaki ship got destroyed, apart from the 2 that were connected onto us. And then we heard this weird noise, and they were gone. We were completely detached, and there was no way to explain what happened there. And then 2 seconds later, there was 2 massive explosions that we could hear. Well, that's probably them beaming them off, I guess. Well, I'd assume so, said Chi-Chi. I would assume so. So, guys, does that mean we disengage the auto-destruct? Said the old man. Yeah, I've done that already as soon as they started opening fire at the Anunnaki. Oh, cheers, Chi-Chi. Thank you very much for telling us. Oh, it's my pleasure, she said. Don't worry about that. There was a little bright flash, and hey presto, there was 2 Greys just standing in front of us. My name is Elvis, said one of the Greys in my head, and this is my associate, Jackson. Okay, what can we do for you, Elvis and Jackson? It's more about what we can do for you. Thank you for listening. Please come back next week for the next episode. If you've enjoyed this podcast, why not check out our other podcast, A Tribute to Men That Hate Their Jobs, which is a brutal but witty portrayal of working a job you hate. In this podcast, there are themes explored in which happy workers simply wouldn't understand, unless they listen to these cautionary tales from a man that lost his ideal job because of the global pandemic. Be warned that this podcast contains strong and offensive language that some listeners may not want to hear. In addition, this podcast is not recommended for younger audiences. All our podcasts are available on YouTube. Just search for the musterxmedia podcast channel. In addition, you can also find our podcasts on Amazon Music, Red Circle Podcasts, Stitcher and Spotify. We also have another YouTube channel called The X Review. This is a review and reaction channel. Not only is it on YouTube, but it is also on Brand YouTube, BitChute and Rumble. You can also find us on Facebook, Gab, Twitter and Parler. All the links are in the description below.